voice, it counts them all. A team of hearts with plans to share. For every soul we're standing there. It's in the ballot, it's in our hands. Together we rise and take a stand. For every dream, for every need, community spirit is our creed. The vote is here to pave the way, working hard both night and day, delivering hope, delivering dreams. We are the ones who fuel the streams. Every corner, every street, we bring the change that makes us meet. Hand in hand we hold the flame. Together we'll make a lasting name. It's in the ballot, it's in our hands. Together we rise and take a stand. For every dream, for every need, community spirit is our creed. The boat is here to pave the way, working hard both night and day, delivering hope, delivering dreams. We are the ones to fuel the streams. Every corner, every street, we bring the change that makes us meet.
Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to today's It's in the Ballot show. This is your candidate who has proudly put their feet to the It's in the Ballot fire. You might recognise her from being on past experience of It's in the Ballot. But with every election, there's always one thing stepping in the way, and that's your vote. Okay, thank you for that and for joining it. Now we're going to have a very short show on this one with Ange here, but we are going to bring Ange back at 4 o'clock, so she actually has some opponents to deal with, even that they can't vote for her, and the opponents can't vote for each other, but that's all good. How have you been?
I've been really good, thank you, Sam. Yeah, just building my profiling campaign, ready to stand again.
Oh, I know. It's quite amazing. It's just like, it's interesting how things have been going over the last couple of
Elections.
by-elections, all sorts of. It was always interesting.
Yeah, it's been a journey.
Yeah. Now, would you like to give a 1 minute opening station to the Mauao voters on why you should get their tick?
Kia ora koutou, ko Mauao te Maunga, ko Tauranga te Moana.
Oh, microphones. Just realised. Start from the again, but yeah.
Kia ora koutou, that's better.
Perfect.
Ko Mauao te Maunga, ko Tauranga te Moana. Ko Ngāti Rangi te iwi, ko ngā tūkairangi me Ngāti Hioku hapu. He uri o Te Kani a Tamatia. Kei konei o Matapihi. Ko Ange Webster Aho. I'm standing because I care, and I'm showing I care because this is not my first rodeo. I stood in the most recent 2 elections in Tauranga to represent the voice of Māori. So here I am doing that again, and I've learnt more, and I'm more prepared to take the role.
Okay. Oh, well, thank you for that. So we'll ask the three hard-hitting questions because they will be, they are different from the Tauranga general constituency later on this afternoon. So let's kick off with hard. Actually, let's play the hard-hitting question graphic since we got that here now.
Hard-hitting questions, we're not gonna need to put in one dozen question, because every candidate has answered the hard-hitting questions.
Okay, so let's get on to hard-hitting question number one. What are your views in the new emergency management bill before the government, and how it will affect the Mauao Māori constituency? God, tongue twisters.
Well, I'm supportive of reviews because they should help us to see where things are not right and to help us put them right. My understanding of the reason the government are reviewing this legislation is because of what they've learnt from dealing with Cyclone Gabrielle and the other weather events that we've been experiencing. So from that point of view, I think it's great. The learning will be interesting. In terms of strengthening the community in iwi, and emergency management at all levels, clarifying roles and responsibilities. I heard of a recent example in Maketu, well, not recent, an example in Maketu when the weather events were happening in the community there. They attempted to evacuate, but they realised that they actually didn't have a plan. And so they got their people together following the event and talked about the fact that they weren't prepared. And they now have a top-notch environmental, people aren't lost or left wanting, and that they do know what to do in an emergency.
Okay, and now let's get on to hard-hitting question number two.
This is that the Bay Plenty Regional Council undertake. And I have confidence in the process, but I can see that as part of implementing the process, sometimes our regional council decisions have favoured services that aren't necessarily essential. And so what happens there is that while they are important, not being essential means it drives up the cost for our ratepayers in areas that we don't always be better management. And that comes down to the people at the governance table ensuring that all of the systems and processes that they ensure are in place through their own policies are being a key role for regional governance, and that is to monitor and review all of those aspects.
Okay, and the fun part here, let's go on to hard-hitting question number three, because the great thing is we don't have to worry about referendums here. What is your vision for the next 10 years for the Mauao Māori constituency? Nope, I want camera one. That's the one I want.
All right. Kia ora tātou. So my vision for the next 10 years in the Mauao constituency is one of thriving whānau, strong partnerships and a healthy environment. I want to see mana whenua fully empowered as partners in decision making, where te tiriti or waitangi is honoured, and by everyone in all of our decisions. Together we will protect our precious waterways, our taonga species, and support sustainable growth, because that can benefit us all. But by improving transport across the region, infrastructure and resilience, those are the things we must and should be doing. We can continue to create connected communities that thrive together. I'm looking for inclusive governance that is aspirational but entirely achievable. There's plenty of examples of co-governance being very successful across our country and even the world. So I'm not afraid of that. I welcome the opportunity to learn more from Māori and non-Māori working together in co-governance structures.
Okay. Thank you for that. Now, let's get on to a closing statement of why you should get that tick. No notes? Straight from the heart.
Yeah, I appreciate anyone who's chiming in today to find out more about your candidates who are standing. Ultimately, I'm here. I turn up, and I will, and I will continue to do that. Today is testament to that. I'm also well versed in local government. I've stood over the last 2 elections. I've learnt a lot over that journey. I currently work in council. I understand all of the legislation that applies to governance. I've got a great background in all of those aspects, but I'm also tied to my people. I work on the ground. I'm in the back at my marae, either picking up a tea towel or supporting the front of my marae with waiata tautoko or anything I can do right now. And I continue to do that whether I'm in a position on council or not. So for those key reasons, I am the best person for this role. Kia ora.
Okay, we'll be back at 4 p.m. We will have Ange back for the box questions along with some of her fellow Tauranga General Constituency candidates to sit there and try and make it work. We'll see you then.